This is AMS TV and you are watching AMS English News, and here are today's top stories. Voting kick-off today in SM, Kerala and Puducherry across 296 assembly seats. Polling run from 7 am to 5 pm. An official did early mock polls to ensure all EVMs work perfectly. In Puducherry, CM N. Ragaswamy made headlines arriving at his booth on a bike, aiming for a fifth term. In Kerala, Chief Minister is attempting a historic hat-trick after 70 years. SMC's BJP leader Himanta Biswa Sarma aiming for third consecutive government. Over 10 lakhs first-time voters are casting their ballot across these states. During the Sabrimala hearing, India's government raised doubt on the relevance of public interest litigations today. Lawyers said PILs were useful in the past when citizens lacked court access due to poverty or illiteracy. With e-filing and tech access, citizens can now approach court directly, reducing the need for PILs. Chief Justice Suryakant noted that courts remain cautious with PILs and only act when strong evidence exists. The debate reflects a shift in India's legal system over 20 years, balancing public access with judicial efficiency. In a landmark move, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cabinet approved the draft amendment to the Women's Reservation Act. The bill proposes increasing Lok Sabha seats from 543 to 816, reserving 273 seats for women. Parliament will discuss it in a special session from April 16 to 18. If passed, the law will take effect on March 31, 2029, affecting upcoming national and state elections. The quota applies vertically, meaning even SC/ST reserve seat will include women representation. Experts say this is one of the biggest steps for women's political empowerment in Indian history. Swami Avi Mukteswaranand received a serious death threat in Varanasi. In an audio message, the sender warned that he would be killed just like Atiq Ahmed. The message also contained 33 abusive words and threats targeting the Swami during his travels. Authorities are investigating the incident and have increased security for the religious leader. This alarming threat has raised concern over the safety of prominent spiritual figure in the region. The National Investigation Agency has registered 12 FIR in connection with the Malda violence in West Bengal. The cases involve judicial officers who were sent to review the special intensive revision of voter list and were reportedly held hostage. This action follows directives from the Supreme Court. Authorities are investigating the incident thoroughly to ensure accountability and maintain law and order in the region. The NIA continues to monitor development closely as the probe progresses. Israel carried out large-scale airstrikes in Lebanon, killing 254 people and injuring over 1,165 in just one day. The attacks hit Beirut and several other areas, prompting Lebanon to declare a national day of mourning. This happened even though a ceasefire had been announced between the US, Iran and Israel. Israel says Lebanon is not part of the agreement while Pakistan believes it is. Tensions are rising and leaders speak out. Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu exchanged strong statements, and Iranian official Abbas Araghchi warned that ceasefire and war cannot run together, urging the US to choose a clear path. Iran has again closed the Strait of Hormuz after Israeli airstrikes in Lebanon killed 254 people. The move has raised global tension as this route is very important for oil supply. After the attack, the situation in the region has become more serious. US President Donald Trump said that Hezbollah is not part of the ceasefire deal. This has created confusion over the agreement. Many countries are now worried about rising conflict and its impact on peace and the world economy. Talks are expected, but tension remains very high. India has restarted crude oil import from the Iran after a 7-year gap, signaling a shift in energy strategy. The tanker Jaya, carrying around 6 lakh barrels, is heading to India's eastern coast. Earlier payment issue diverted to China, but now it's back on course to India near Malaysia. Official confirm India is taking a step to ensure stable energy supply amid Middle East tension. Analysts say this move strengthens India's energy security and shows the country's growing flexibility in sourcing oil globally. On Thursday, India's stock market saw a big drop. The Sensex fell 700 points to 76,850. Nifty also slipped 170 points to 23,830. Shares in auto, IT and realty sectors are seeing heavy sellings. Traders are worried about market volatility and global economic cues. Experts say investors should stay cautious and watch how key sectors perform in the coming days. The market remains weak and updates will continue as trading progresses. Kolkata Knight Riders will take on Lucknow Super Giants today at the iconic Eden Gardens. The match is scheduled to start at 7:30 p.m. with the toss at 7 p.m. KKR is desperate for their first win of the season while LSG look strong and confident. Fans should note that heavy rain is expected with a 90% chance of shower in Kolkata, which could affect the game. Stay tuned for live updates from this thrilling IPL clash. North India is experiencing unusual April cold as three active western disturbances impact the region. Rajasthan has felt a 7-degree drop in temperature over the past 20 days due to changing weather patterns. In Bihar, the Kal Baisakhi storm system is now active, bringing sudden gusty winds and rain. Meanwhile, 17 states including Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh are on alert for strong winds, dust, storm and thunderstorms. Meteorologists advise residents to stay cautious as unstable weather continues to affect agriculture, travel and daily life. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.